Hello, Wolfhound. This is Rimwold again here. We're gonna be talking today a little bit of what guild versus guild is. We're gonna be talking about GvG, like what are the basics mechanics, what are the provinces, how are they divided, the guild map or guild continent map. We're gonna be talking about how does it work, how can you attack, what do you need to pay goods in order to be able to capture a sector, how do you lay siege to a sector, all of that in a very general way, just to give like a quick review about what it is and how to capture a sector. Being that said, here we are at the continent map of the guild versus guild. Each province is divided in ages. We have the Iron Age, early, high, and late Middle Ages, and each one all the way up until the future. And then we have the sector of the continent that is for all the ages. If you see here the sectors, not the province, this whole thing that is in red, it's a province. This one is another province, another province. Now, inside this province, you're going to see this little hexagons. There are sectors that you can capture. The ones that are in red means that they have a guild captured that has captured that sector, that it's not ours. We have the hexagons in white that are not captured at all, they're NPCs. And in this sector, for example, we have green hexagons, which means those are sectors that are captured by our guild, by Wolfhound. So how exactly does it work? How can I go ahead and go to a province, pick a sector, and capture it? So, first things first, you just click on the province. It's going to open all the sectors available. We are not going to try to capture one of the sectors that is already captured uh, by a guild. We're going to try to capture this one that is in white, that it doesn't belong to anyone, so we don't get any any people fighting us back or making it more difficult. This way it's going to be easier to show you what I want to show you and how exactly does it work. Now, some of the basic things that you need to understand is when you're capturing when you grab a hold of a sector in a province, you need to understand something that is very important. The units or troops that you place in that sector, they're no longer going to be yours. And I will explain this in just a little bit. I want to show you how exactly does it work. But when you, for example, want to capture this sector, you have to have enough troops to lay siege to that sector. Once you put any amount of troops to lay siege to a sector, those troops are no longer yours. They become the guild troops. Okay, and we're going to be talking about the what is it called? I forgot, but I'm going to check it here. This area here that is very important. Ours is a little bit low, so we need to start working on that. But the support pool bonus. This, once your troops are laid to siege or laid to defense in a sector, they are no longer yours. They belong to the guild. That means no player can touch them, not even the uh, leaders or anything like that. It belongs to the guild. And where they get the bonuses is from the support pool. Okay, so you're going to see here just a brief quick explanation. They have this sector that we're going to view. If you check this area here, it's their headquarters. All of this, it's their sectors captured in this province. If we click here, go to view sector, we can see that their bonus defense here in this area, it's 75% support bonus. That's the amount of bonus defense their troops get once you start attacking them. Now, this is the one that gets the most support defenses because it's the headquarters. The remaining sectors will have this umbrella effect that it pours into the headquarters and then it starts running all the way down to the other sectors. If we click on this other sector that is adjacent to it, we're going to see that their support bonus pool, it's 46% is lower. If we go to the sectors that are not in contact with their headquarters, we're going to see that their support bonus is 0. So if you want to lay siege to any area, it's better to go to the fringe areas that are kind of like away from the headquarters. So you will have less resistance. Now, can I siege or attack any sector that I want? No. Only the ones that have these arrows are the ones that you can actually access to attack. I cannot access here. If I go here to view sector and I want to uh, lay siege to their area, it's not going to let me because this sector is not part of the landing zone. This part that has the arrow, view sector, it's enabled because it is part of the landing zone. It's asking me, yes, you can deploy your siege troops here, but you have to pay all of these mats that you see over here. All of them, you have to pay them in order to be able to lay siege. Now, you have to have enough troops in order to capture this sector because 8 of your troops are definitely going into defense, trying to retain that sector so you can capture it. If there's someone else that comes and takes out your siege troops, then that's it. You cannot capture. You will need to place a new siege army there in order to be able to capture the sector. Now, how exactly does guild versus guild battles work? How can I capture this sector? Oh, by the way, if you see these ones here that have a shield, that means that they were recently captured. They cannot be attacked at all. You need to wait until the next day. It's here. This is the countdown until next day calculation. That is where you get your bonuses for the leveling up the guild, the experience, until this timer runs out. It goes to 0. Then this shields are removed and these sectors are uh, they're available to be captured. Okay, so being that explained, let's get our hands a little bit dirty here and try to capture this sector, and I will explain to you normally how it works. So first thing that we need to do is lay a siege army. That siege army is going to hold the sector like a defensive hold, so we can go ahead and capture it. Okay, I'm going to take like this. I'm going to place, it's going to ask me for 5 biochemical, 5 purified water, 5 algae, 5 superconductors, and 5 nanoparticles. I can get those from, I think I can get them from my stash, but I think it's also removed from the guild's treasury, but I can't remember that. But it will take it either from my stash or from the guild stash. So I'm going to go ahead and lay the siege army here, so I can start the attack. Remember, as soon as I place my troops, my army in this sector, as soon as I place all of these guys over here, as soon as that happens, they're no longer mine. I lose those troops. They belong to the guild now. Now, what's going to happen once you capture the sector? You're going to see that in just a moment. So I'm going to place them here. Boom. There we go. And you're stuck, treasury, and I say, yes, go ahead. F it. I want it. There we go. It's going to be doing some weird stuff. It's, 1 second. Here, there you see this green icon here, and this troops over here. That means that we're laying siege to this sector, and we're going to start making the attack. Let's see if I can go back, and then so I will be able to see it properly. No, this is not the area, it's here. There we go. It's there, and there we go. We have support bonus. If you can see there, it's 0. We don't have any support bonus, but anyways, who cares? We're going to start our siege, and we have this army. If you can see, it has like 10 bars or 10 little squares. That's not the. It's not just one army or one battle that you're going to have to capture them all. And if someone wants to break my siege, they're not going to have to fight just my 8 troops and defeat them and that's it. No. Each one of these little green squares that you see here, it's one battle. Each time you win one, it will hurt the army. You win another one, hurt the army or injure it. The green will start turning red. In this case, the blue will start turning red. You're going to see that. I'm going to pick my army now. My troops, they are going to start the attack. This army is siege army to hold the sector, and this army over here is to start the attacks. Now, I want to know what exactly he has. If I see that it has an army that is not more powerful than what I have here or more difficult that I'm going to have a lot of losses, you can immediately cancel, go and pick something else and go back in to the attack. So we're going to go and see and try to get this over with pronto. Oh, rogues. Okay, one advice if you're ever going to lay defense, a defense army in a sector, never go rogues. If you want to put rogues inside, put 2 rogues the most, and the remaining 6 spaces or slots for troops, try to make it something like a tank, a vehicle, a troop, a sniper, something like that. That is no, it's just this is actually going to be very easy for me, but let's just go. I don't. Well, I could just do it like this. Come on, results. Boom. You see? Now, the advantage here is that once you see the army that they have defending, you can set up your strategy. They have tons of rogues. I'll just bombard them from afar. Let's see if I have fast. No snipering. No, I don't have. I can go with tanks. Yeah, it just needs one. Let's go with this, guys. And I can even auto attack and just boom. See, nothing. They didn't do anything. Let's try another one. Oh, and if you can see, I defeated 2 of their. I had 2 battles and won them, so it turns 2 of their blue squares into red. Let's do another auto battle. I mean, rogues is the worst thing that you can put here for defense. I mean, this is an NPC, probably the computer, the AI just had a brain fart and well, it did what it did, but it's going to be way too easy. Let's give it a try. Boom. This is too boring and too easy. Come on, boom. Okay. Oh, another good thing about having these battles is because you have to battle so much, and once you figure out their army, you can set it up just to auto battle and not lose anything and make them lose everything. All of those battles count for your towers. You see here, it's giving me a victory. 1900 points for my tower here from the future. So I probably am going to go to 10th place with this, all of these battles probably. So here we go. It's halfway through. 1 auto battle. Okay, actually, okay, let's go another one. Auto battle. Okay, I'm not going to lose any troops here, which is very good because this was just an example. I don't think that we'll be able to hold. I went from 13th place to 12th place in the towers. Okay. And okay, once I defeat this last defending army, this siege army are going to become defending army, are going to pass into this area here. Let's do it. Bam. Bam, bada, boom. There you go. So now you see that my sector, it's green. It has this shield on top of it, which means that it cannot be captured until tomorrow in 17 hours and 47 seconds. And in the meantime, this is my sector, and when the clock hits uh, 0 or whatever, it's going to give me probably around from 800 experience points to around I think 2,000, probably in around 3,000 experience points for the guild. So let's be our sector. What do we capture now? As you can see, we have an army here placed. Uh, there's no siege army because this sector obviously is mine. I'm going to see a siege army here when another enemy player comes and wants to pick up the sector. That's what I'm going to see. But here we have the army that I was using to defend. Sorry, not to defend, to siege. It's here, and it's giving me the option to deploy another selected set of troops. Now, here it's okay, for example, to have 2 rogues, yes. Once you give them the choice, rogues have to be used as minimum. The minimum number is 2. It's a good number to use 2 rogues. I'm using 3 hover tanks and 3 railguns. That is going to give a little bit of fight or demoralize the opponent, the opposite team, the opposite enemy, or the enemy to continue attacking, or probably it's going to make it more difficult. Never go 1 hover tank and 7 rogues. Whatever happens with that is they will just take out the hover tank and kill the rest of your rogues. So, and if you think that because the hover tank has stealth, they're not going to be able to, no, they just need to have this guys over here that can shoot stealth, or this guy's here, and once your hover tank is gone, all your rogues are going to pop like popcorn, just like that. So let's place an army, and this is the part that sucks the most. You're going to lose all my troops here. I'm going to lose them here. Once you place them as defending armies, they're no longer your troops. They're the guild troops. Okay? And they're going to stay here. So that's another kind of like a fee that you have to pay in order to get them to keep that, to hold that sector. So we're going to place them there, place army, and there we go. Let's try another one. Now, if I want to open another sector, this is what I need to do. I need to unlock, pay to unlock now, and I need to pay for the resources from the treasury, which I can later pay with my donations to the guild. Pay to unlock now. Boom. Let's do another one. Let's see if we can unlock everything and place armies all the way so we can keep this area for later. If you can see, every time that you pay, you start spending more. I think once I ran out, I deplete the treasury, it will take from my stock. There we go. And donate. There we go. I donate so I can now apply it. Pay to unlock. There we go. So we have all the spots, all the slots unlocked, and we can go ahead and place armies. And 2 rows. And place. Let's do this fast so I don't get you bored. Let's try more of this, guys. Let's do another one. Let's do some railings. With hover tanks and 2 rows. Yeah, I think this is the best combination that you can have. 3 of one type, 3 of another type, and 2 rogues. That always is a pain in the butt to have to face. Let's do this, guys, and let's do this, guys, again, and let's do 2 more rogues. So as you can see, all of these rogues are no longer mine. All of these troops are no longer mine. They belong to the guild now, and they'll stay there to defend this sector, so I can keep it. Now I'm going to give them all tanks. There we go. All tanks. One is going to be a hard one. All tanks. And beam bada boom. There we go. This sector is all ours. We have a full house for defending armies. Most guilds don't do that. They just leave because they know eventually. The problem is that the support pool, it's going to be low. If you can see, it's going to be the highest. It's going to be 75, I think. Oh, they want this ones have 0 because they're already. Look, this guys. Where's their here? The highest that you're going to get is 75%. Okay, so a lot of people don't even bother about putting that many armies there because it's going to be a low number to defend them, and some of them will not even have a support pool bonus. So, and when you try to kind of like attack, you see they have 42% versus 117, and I'm not that high in attack bonuses for what I have seen with some other players. But for example, this one, it will completely overwhelm. It will be more powerful than this defending army, so I will easily capture it. But the point is not capturing, or the difficult part is not capturing. The difficult part is holding that sector. That's the tricky part. So right now I have here captured this sector, this area. I could probably even try, but no, I don't have that much army at all. I don't want you to lose that much right now. Anyways, this is normally how it works. Now, in order to be able to do guild versus guild, you need to have a trusted status at the guild because you're going to be using the goods, the resources, the goods from the guild treasury in order to be able to open this sectors and be able to pay the fees to place the siege army, to open the slots once you have captured the sector, to place defending armies. And as you can see, it's expensive. I pretty much depleted like 300 of guild resources, or over 300 guild resources of each one type just to capture this sector and place a good defending army there to hold it. So pretty much this is it. This is how guild versus guild works. If you're going to try guild versus guild, you definitely need to have battle bonuses, great buildings that gives battle bonuses. You will need to have the Alcatraz if you're planning to do it alone, if you're not going to have the backup of your guild. Because you will require a lot of troops in order to take a sector and make it your own. The fights that I had in this one were too easy. The AI computer gave me all rogues. If you have all rogues, you're just going to shoot them one shot. You're just going to one shot them, and you're going to capture easy. But there are some other sectors that are going to have better defenses, better troops, better bonuses, and you're going to start losing at least one or two. And it's as you can see. Oh, another thing. This is my defending troop. This is my defending sector. If someone wants to come and attack me, they have to fight each one of these defending armies. They will have to fight them 10 times. Remember what I did? That I was one win was deleting or turning this blue square into red until I managed to get a total of 10 wins and eradicated the whole defending army. That's exactly what is going to happen when they want to attack me. If they come, they have to fight this army, this one here, 10 times. Multiplied by 8, 80 times. Okay? The same happens to me when I want to go and capture another sector. I want to capture these guys. Okay? They have one army, one defending army. I will need to fight them 10 times. And if they have railing guns, if they have hover tanks, I'm going to lose probably per battle one or two of my troops, which eventually is going to wear off my attacking armies. That's the difficult part about this. Again, I got it very easy in this one. AI probably knew that I was going to make a tutorial out of this, and they said, okay, give it easy to the guy because he doesn't know what he's doing. Okay, they gave it easy, quick win, capture and show you how exactly the mechanic works. But normally it's not going to be like that. Normally you're going to have to face several type of armies. You're going to have to fight if they have three of these guys, that means you're going to have to fight 30 battles to capture this sector. And you have to have an open siege. You have to have a place siege army to hold that sector. If a member of the opposite guild sees that there's a siege, they can break the siege. The moment they break the siege, you lose the troops that you have there in siege, and you cannot continue attacking. You will need to place a new siege army and start the attack. Not all over again. The armies, the defending armies that were damaged, they will stay damaged, but you will need to start all over regarding the siege army placing and starting the attacks. Okay, so it has its tricks. It's fun. I wish they could have this available also for Android and cell phones, because I have a lot of guildies that want to play G versus G, but because they only play on their tablets or the Android phones, they don't have access to it. So it's pretty much sucks that you only need to play it on you can only play it on your computer, on your PC or your laptop. Hopefully, the Forge of Empires team will eventually make this available one day, Raymond, um, for tablets and cell phones. In the meantime, Wolfhound, well, if you have any questions, you know where to find me. You can ask me. I'll be here and try to answer as best as I can. In the meantime, have a very good night. Take care, guys.